It's like girls trying to fuck.
Like I said, they wouldn't be shit without some of these big places. I shouldn't even go down the road of what people think NASCAR P is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Leave that alone.
Yeah. Out of all my co-hosts, that's probably the one I should just avoid talking about now.
Yes.
Fair enough. I think it's one of the greatest underdog stories to come.
Welcome to this podcast.
Supposed to be welcome to the Rondo Show podcast, episode 95, right?
Yes.
I'm your host, Rondo the Kiid. If you don't know, then you know. The boring one. This is a boring podcast?
No, not boring.
Is it a weird podcast?
It's interesting.
Interesting, different, huh? Interesting is an interesting word to choose. Different is a different word, and it's an interesting word. But the boring pod. What else? The nature pod. I lost all my friends counting banks and a podcast. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Starving Artist podcast. But yeah, shout out to everybody listening on SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already to KKM Media Company on YouTube. And yeah, support the podcast. On all streaming platforms. Listen, review. I have been doing a lot of content creation around here.
Oh yeah.
Busy bee, huh?
Yes. Shows,
Streaming. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to not create? Like, if you have it in you to want to. I just feel like as a black person, at least as a black man, I'll say, there's a lot of pressure to be doing something specific with your life.
yeah.
Like, it's always like, if you choose to do something creative or entertainment-wise or like fun or a sport, it's almost like you should be doing something more serious. Excuse me. You should be doing something more serious or something that matters more because you don't have much time on earth. Or it's like you should be, well, the other side is there's enough people doing that, you know what I mean? Not everybody can do it, you know what I mean? Just the idea of like, oh yeah, baby Faith, if it's not working out, oh baby, you can bring her here for a second. But if it's not working out, people tend to act like you are supposed to, I'll wait. You can't go. Hello, baby girl. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast. This is what you wanted to do this whole time? You wanted to yell in the mic? This is what you've been wanting to do? Tell her side of the story. Nothing? But yeah, when it's not working out, people act like you're supposed to give up on it. Because it's hard to, it's like a weird balance between having to go so hard for something in order for it to work and going so hard for it while it's not working and like how that looks. Yeah. I'm glad to have people that believe in me though in my life. I'm blessed to have that.
Of course.
You got baby. You getting so big, baby girl. You look real big on camera. I probably shouldn't say that to a woman, but you're not a woman yet. What you about to do? What you want to do to me for saying that? Oh, you can't touch the microphone, baby. I need that. You want to say hi to the listeners? Tell them to subscribe to Daddy's Patreon. Tell them, say, subscribe to Daddy's Patreon. Dada.
She just likes to look at herself.
She wants to be the star, man. Are you a star? Oh yeah, baby face. Excuse me. I have a breastfeeding machine next to me. If anybody out there is wondering what that device is, it is a breastfeeding hub. And I also have
Oh my god.
a manual
Just put it all out there.
that we stole
We stole.
from the hospital when we had this one right here. Yeah. Yeah, but what else, man? What else? What other names could people have for this podcast, you think, in their own minds? Oh, are we haters over here? Think people think we're haters?
No.
They might think NASCAR P is a hater.
Well,
Oh my God! I shouldn't even go down the road of what people think NASCAR P is.
yeah.
Oh my God!
Leave that alone.
Yeah. Out of all my co-hosts, that's probably the one I should just avoid talking about now.
Yes.
Fair enough. I think it's one of the greatest underdog stories to come in a long time, man. I started from nothing. I was literally sleeping outside recording this thing. And now I got a baby. Are you happy, girl? Go with your mama, please. Oh, yeah, she wants to be on the pod so bad. She wants to be on the podcast. Thank you. Yeah, from going from nothing to and trying to figure out how to not be a guest-based show but still not have money to get, certain things that you need to do things without guests. And then also realizing that you need money. You need money to have guest faith. You need a lot of things that, when I say need, I'm saying you need these things for it to be better, for it to be at a certain level that you feel. I don't want to say best because it can get better after that. Just it's fair shake. It's fair first shot. You know what I mean? Imagine so every show goes through a pilot before it airs, and the pilot. But imagine having like a really small budget for that pilot. So if you don't have enough money to even make the first audition look good, then what do you do? That's the story of this show. It's like working from that bottom to then get to that top, to then go from that top to that top to the next top, you know?
Yes.
Oh yeah, somebody's ruining the podcast!
I forgot it was Monday.
Oh, you got class?
Well, no, because it's a holiday. I forgot to turn it off.
Oh, you forgot to turn it off. Oh yeah. Shout out to everybody on Labor Day. We're recording this on Labor Day, but this is not Labor Day. This will be out one day this week. I can't even think about it at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah. How's life been treating you? How do you feel?
It's been going
Don't lie. Don't lie. Be real.
It's been going okay.
How's the...
For the most part, it's good. Just a lot of soreness.
How's the parenting? 10-month-old and a 3-year-old and a husband who's podcasting.
Oh, gosh. Some days, I'm just tired. Some days.
Oh yeah. Well, some days I'm pretty tired, and other days I'm just like, if I'm tired, I could imagine how you feel.
Yeah.
So.
It's like every day somebody chooses a day to.
Yeah. Every day is someone's day. Yeah. But that's family too, though.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I mean, you grew up with a lot of siblings, but for me, it's just like being an only child, kind of, and like always wanting a family of my own too. At that,
Yeah.
like the worse it gets, I guess, on the outside looking in, the better it gets to me. You know, people are tired of living with people. People hate living with people, but you know, you can get tired of living by yourself.
Yeah.
Especially when you were a kid and you get older, you want to eventually have some people to come home to. So, yeah. But episode 95. Never thought I would be at episode 95 by myself.
It is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I started this podcast in 2018. First episode I did it with Jamad.
Yeah, I remember.
High Frequency Thoughts channel on YouTube. Shout out to them. It was 15 minutes of fire. Some shit you've never heard for a first episode of a podcast ever. Recorded in 2018 in January, released in 2019, and bruh, it just like so much has happened since then. I never thought that I would be right here, right now by myself. And like I said, like so many podcasts and podcasters, they pod and they do it from a perspective of like hundreds of episodes in, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like the points and the perspectives and the topics that they choose to get to at those times might be something that they spoke of before in the beginning, but it almost tends to be like I said, no start of a podcast has ever been like this. I don't know no podcast where the beginning episodes until now, it's starting to happen now because there people are like now starting podcasts based off of the success of other podcasts. Yeah. But before we saw that success, I had already started mine this way. Yeah. You know, and it's just like it's never been seen that way, and it's the only way I know how to do it comfortably and honestly and kind of candidly, just to preserve it and for it to feel how it felt in the beginning when I started it, and so I can always do it why I did it for the reasons that I did it in the beginning. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm not going to say those reasons because it's episode 95. You should listen to the other episodes if you want to know the reasons I do this. But it's not for nothing. Yeah. It may seem like that sometimes, but the reasons show themselves eventually, and then it's like, oh, we even more on it. It's like, let's pod again, and now I want to do another one. Now I want to drop another episode. Let's go. You know, you get to that point where you like, fuck guests, you know, no guests, you know, no co-hosts, no nothing. Then you get that other spark, and it's just like, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. I'll talk to anybody every day, random people. Who want to talk? You know what I mean? Like, make you want to just go outside and just be like, who want to talk? You interesting. You seem interesting. You probably got something interesting about you. I bet I can pull it out of you. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation about you and what you like and what you think about when nobody's around. Huh?
So maybe do that one day.
Yeah, that's the motto of the podcast, though. I gotta beat these celebrities to all my ideas, man. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. That's the whole thing I'm telling you. Like, when you don't have the backing to do something like from the ground up, people who have that head start are always gonna, once they catch on, it's out of there. And now you're the tailgating wave rider. You know, but oh yeah, baby, I love you too. I've been forgetting to do pod picks on this episode. I mean, on these podcasts, so I'm gonna start doing pod picks at the beginning or something.
That's a good idea. Just to remember that.
What have we been listening to music-wise, though? I have no idea.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see. We've listened to... Once again, shout out to Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, please subscribe. Please tune in. I've been listening to Meechy Darko's new album. Gothic, what's it called? Gothic Rain or something? Gothic, let me see. Gothic. So it's Meechy Darko's Gothic Luxury. That album, man. I'll tell you this, if you're not ready for real music and like somebody not like trying to make something sound good, as far as politically correctness or as far as being nice on your emotions, this ain't the one for you. But then the other thing is this. I hate when people get on podcasts and then talk about artist music and then it's like, dude, no, that's not... No. This is for those people too. And it is. This album, I can hear that if I got on here and said, yo, Meech went on here and he was like, yo, Meech fans only, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, if you ain't already hip to the dead, you know, the zombies, you ain't, no. This album was like, you can't just say that an artist isn't trying to talk to a different audience when they are.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know if they are or not, if it's not working.
Makes sense.
And then it's hard to know if that's what they intended when it works.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to come on here and say, you know, he went on here and just made an album just for people who already love his music. But he didn't disappoint people who already love his music, at least me.
Yeah.
And he also didn't try to please people that don't know him at all.
Mm-hmm.
in a way that was over. That wasn't too much, but he also did it. You know.
Yeah.
That's my first pod pick. My second pod pick is Baby Shark do 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 do, Baby Shark do 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 do, Baby Shark do 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 do. You are looking at me, baby face. You are looking at me, baby face. You are looking at me, baby face. Ah, man. Gothic Luxury. That's a hell of a title too.
Yeah.
I love that title. It's like so just. It's the perfect match. The two things that go together that sound when they're on their own, they sound like they don't go together.
Yeah.
It's like Beauty and the Pain, like the Blood Diamond type idea. And he thinks he's slick, but I know what he's doing, dropping a little close to Halloween like this. He already is calling himself Darko the Dark One, like he's the darkest of the Flatbush Zombies. So it's like, nah, I'm very pleased. I cried. Yeah. Talked about his pops dying, man. I don't know. I can't listen to stuff like that without crying. Yeah. Not even just stuff like that. When people do it how he did it. And when I care about the people as much as I care about Meechy. Mm-hmm. Meech destroyed my life, man. Not in a bad way. He changed my life in a major way.
Okay. How do you do that?
I say destroyed because it's just funnier to say it that way. It's like a theatrical way to tell a story. Yeah. But no, I told this story on this podcast before, but he definitely changed my life. And I told his cousin this on Instagram Live. I think I told you this story too. I told his cousin this on Instagram Live, and his cousin was like having the same reaction, like, whoa, like, ruined your life. What did he, whoa. And I did that to kind of make sure he paid attention to follow the story. Yeah. But, so I was 15 and, I was listening to Drugs, the mixtape, Flatbush Zombies. And there's a particular song on this album called Fun Song. And the hook goes, you gotta cover her ears. Fucking hoes, bad bitches, bankrolls, fucking hoes, big blunts, and we smoke. Fucking hoes, bad bitch, bankrolls, fucking hoes. You get it, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty fun, huh? Sounds pretty fun. Especially when you're like, raised in the church. You're not allowed to listen to hip hop. You finally get a phone. Your dad just died. You use your SSI. Get a cell phone for your first time. Your parents can't tell you nothing. First time you can download Kanye. You can't tell me, and then you really can't tell me nothing right now. And of course, this is the music I find first. And I'm thinking, like, my headphones had broken. This is back when Apple headphones never lasted. Do you remember when you first got introduced to Apple headphones, and they like when I was in school, at least maybe this is an East Coast thing. Or maybe a hood thing. But headphones never lasted. Like, they will always break. They will always blow up. As far as, like, playing the volume too loud and it make them blow out. People will steal your headphones. Lose your headphones. break your headphones. Headphones was it's like headphones, chargers, snacks, like certain things were like crucial in school. And if you had it, you were the man.
I don't think I ever used headphones like that. I know for a fact, I feel like I've used Apple headphones until
Maybe it's a hood thing.
like 20.
Well, anyway, my headphones had broken. I had played them out to the point where one didn't work. And for me, it's just irking me how I couldn't do it. The one ear thing. So I just said, I'll play it on my phone. I'm home alone. My parents will be home soon. Turn it off when I hear them come in. It's nothing. Get something I can spit in. Just get a napkin or something. Faith, stop. Stop. Stop making your mom's job harder than it needs to be. Where was I?
Parents are going to be home soon.
Parents were going to be home soon. Stop it when they come in, you know.
Yeah.
I got it. I got this. So, and this is all Meech ruining my life. Remember this. So, and shout out to Meechy Darko. Great album. Prayers and condolences. My condolences to your father, man. I know what you're going through. You helped me through my father's death with your music, and I hope that means something to you. Hope that helps. But yeah. I didn't I usually see, you know how you see your parents' cars so you know who's home, or you have your way. Oh, she really can't play with that. You have your ways of knowing who's home.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
And it's like, as a kid, so I knew that no one was home. Mm-hmm. So I thought. Didn't know that, you know how parents do their little, I needed the car here, the car needed this, so I had to go pick you up, drop you off, and go back here. So an adult somehow ends up in the house without a car being in the driveway, and you're trying to figure out how this happened. Is this a trap? Is this a spy situation? Is this a setup? Nobody filled me in. Nobody told me that someone's going to be home this time of day. That's how they get you, right? The operatives. So, cover her ears. So we fucking hoes, bad bitches, bank rolls, and my pastor stepdad walks up the stairs. I'm in the kitchen like, fucking hoe. Can you infer what happened next?
He's down. Talking to some brown.
Some alley walk, fight, tussle. We had to sort out our differences.
Oh, goodness.
Because I ain't had nothing better to do than to be with him. Nah, man, yeah. And ever since that day, let me just say, my life hasn't been the same. I ended up in juvie, whole thing. So, my life has never been the same since then. Mm-hmm. And that's why every time I tell that story, I joke and started with Meech ruined my life. Because I wouldn't have my life any other way, but my life wouldn't be this if he never made that song or I never knew that song. But I like to think it would just be another song that would piss my stepdad off just as much for it all to go down how it did. Yeah. But yeah. As far as pod picks, man, Gothic Luxury, only pod pick I got for this episode. I just can't keep forgetting them. What else did I want to get to? Yeah. Story Magazine, new show. Story time. I'll be behind the camera producing it, editing it, directing it, but I'm also a guest on the show. It's just a storytelling show, kind of like how I just told that story, where people just come on. It doesn't have to be like a mental health thing, but I would love some mental health type stories in there because I'm gonna share some of my traumatic stuff on there and my vulnerable stuff, just to kind of show other people how to be comfortable being vulnerable and telling your story. Yeah. But then also funny stories, because I have a bunch of those, as you know. Scary stories. Everything. We got to do it all. Just true stories from people. But yeah, we shot that first episode, and it was pretty good. It looks really amazing. Like I said on the Just My Random Thoughts show, I can't say who the special guest is, of course, but I think that having a special guest every episode makes it it gives a chance for the magazine to become 3D, and also to give the channel a chance to breathe from all the gaming. There's so much gaming on my channel that the content, the rest of the content gets not necessarily overlooked, but the demographics aren't growing they're not growing parallel. They're not growing at the same rate. Yeah. So the demographic for the podcast, the audience that loves my podcast, most of them came through when I did the Joe Budden Live. Yeah. And you know, that schedule, that flow, that hiatus kind of took me out of that. And then as far as the gaming, it picked up then. Yeah. So the other shows should have a chance now to get a chance to shine. And I think a lot about the future and scheduling and having everything have its day and its time and its place. And it's just a beautiful thing. I've seen shows where people tell stories. I've seen some really good shows, like Ari Shaffir has one, This Is Not Happening. We watched that. But I don't really want to do like something like that. Of course, one day we can probably do it live, but I wanted to do more of an interview thing where I'm behind the camera and I'm kind of just not so much asking questions, but just going through a story with someone while they're telling me a story. Just someone telling me a story, and I'm just something you can take in quick on your YouTube feed, you know.
It'd be very interesting to hear everybody's stories.
Just stories, just like random stuff. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be an important person. And that's the other thing about shows, man. Shows are so egotistical and narcissistic. They're always supposed to be about the show, it seems like, right? The show asks so much of its viewers and its listeners and supporters. When I say special guests on my show, it's because we're blessed to have you on our show. You know, you're special to us. You know, your story means something to us. The show, you know, me, the producer of the show. So that's why you're a special guest. It's not you're a special guest because you have money. You're not a special guest because you're famous. You know what I mean? You're not a special guest because you're good looking or you're a model or something. Oh yeah, you're definitely not a special guest because you're a girl or a baby. Yeah, you. Yeah, you, Faith. I'm talking about you, little girl. You okay in there, Jordan? Yeah? Can you check on her?
So distracted.
Of course she is, but she also probably can't hear me. Oh yeah, baby Faith. We're almost done with this podcast. I think it's about time though. I need to figure out what's going on in this crazy ass world. You got nothing?
I don't.
Didn't you tell me about a woman who was 40 years old and had like what?
Oh yeah.
17 kids?
She's on her 17th child.
She is on her 17th child.
Yes.
And how old is she?
She's 40.
40 years old.
And expecting the 17th in March.
And she's planning on having more, right?
She wants to have 20.
Oh my God.
And she's hoping those 3 other ones are boys.
Hold on. 20 babies?
Yes.
Like, she's the biggest scammer of all history. Like,
You know what's even crazier? All those kids, their names start with the letter C.
letter C, I know, yeah.
After their dad.
But hold on. Before we... She gets checks on all these kids. How can she support all these children? Like, what is her career?
She owns a commercial cleaning business.
Oh yeah, well she got it. She owns
Yes.
She owns a commercial cleaning business. Hey, look, and a cleaning business is the business to own if you got 20 kids, and
Yeah.
you gonna need a cleaning business. Wow. Well, then power to her, man. Sorry, I take that back. You're not a scammer. I don't know her. She might be a scammer though. Is she black?
I believe they're Mexican.
Yo, I'm done with you being racist on my podcast, man. Can you get up out of here with your bigotry? Like, I'm not with it. I'm so against it.
Dad's name is Carlos.
No. Nobody. No. I'm not accepting that.
I'm not even.
Yo, do they drive one van or do they have like? Is it just the one van, or is it like 2 and it's like 10 and 10? Like, well, how we doing this? Like, yo, that's so racist. Faith, why are you hanging out like you're an adult, man? You're laughing at this? You're laughing at the Mexican jokes? Shout out to all my Mexican fans and listeners. That's just funny, man. Y'all know why it's funny. I ain't got it. Don't be mad at me. I didn't say it. I didn't make it up. She's the racist one.
I'm not racist.
It's the research department. I'll get a new research department. My research department is racist.
Carlos Hernandez. Paula Hernandez.
You don't need to keep going. Oh, man. Some white guy is going to get in so much trouble for talking about that story.
Oh, God.
Some poor white dude. He's not going to know how to tell it in a good way. Yeah, man. I say fucking make kids until you can't, though. I'm not against it. For me, 20? Like, if I could financially support it, and if I could sleep at night knowing that I was destroying a woman's body, like, hold on. Like, let's back up. How's the sex after... Look, first of all, how's the sex after 5 kids? And then how's the sex after 8 kids? And then how's the sex after 10 kids? No, I ain't done. Then how's the sex after 12 kids? No, then how's the sex after 14 kids? No, and then how is the sex after 16 kids? No. How's the sex after 17? To be pregnant with your 18th? No, pregnant with the 17th? She's pregnant with the 17th. To then be aspiring to be pregnant with 20. So how's the sex after 20 children?
I would say it's gotta be good.
It's gotta be like diving in a...
She said they get intimate every night.
Yeah, she said, I would say it's gotta be good. How'd I miss that? Oh my God, the sex is amazing. Wow. See, that's the trick. They didn't tell us that the sex gets better with more kids, huh? Is that the trick?
I guess so.
If you ask her, she said they get intimate. That's Mexican pussy, though. I didn't even think about that. That's a Mexican. So it's like they not even fucking for like pleasure. They probably fucking for generational, like they fucking for like citizenship. Like they right? Like they try to like pollinate the country. Right? Ain't that what that is? They heard white people were dwindling and black people were taking over. They said, look, shit, we can get in here.
Minorities will be on top. They helping out.
Right. She said, I'm going to get my 20 kids. She must have heard something that once you had 20 kids, you don't got to pay taxes no more or some shit. But she must have heard something to where 20 kids, you can legally, the government just owe you a house. Like, they just got to give you a big ass house because you got 20 kids. I don't know, man. Does she breastfeed? Like, oh my God, I don't even want to go into it. Her nipples are probably like these fucking. Do your nipples hang low? Do they wobble to the flow? Do they shine in the light? Are they platinum? Are they swole? Are they flat or are they swole? Oh my God. I think I would, as the father. I feel like as the father, I'd be doing a service if I left after 12.
You be doing a service?
I wouldn't be a good person if I stayed after that.
Wow.
Actually, no. You know me. I would just keep doing it until I died. I would like to think that I would go crazy if I had 12 kids, but I don't know if I would.
I think it would really depend on how your age gap was.
See, but that's the other thing. For me, it's not, like, I hate when I think about kids, or when I talk about kids, or when I see people think about kids, or talk about kids, and they think about them. What about the kids? What about the damn kids? Would you want to grow up with 20 siblings? 19 other siblings? If forget the siblings thing, how much love and affection and attention and parenting is each child getting from their parents? If it's only 2 parents and it's 20 kids.
That's what I'm saying. I think it would depend
The age,
on the
yeah.
age gap.
But she's 40, man. The age ain't that crazy. She got 20 years, for real.
Yeah. I know some of them are like a year apart, so.
Wow, she was getting it in, man. And that's the thing, too. They already Mexican. Like, how alike you want them to look? She'd get her kids mixed up for sure. Ain't no way you don't mix up them kids.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. They don't all look different. See, when I hear stories like that, I be thinking people be having different sets of triplets and twins.
That's what I would think too, but it didn't say, so I don't know. That would be so crazy if there's no twins or triplets in there. I couldn't imagine.
At some point, you just gotta name all the kids that are the same age or in the same. It's no way to. No. I'm being real. I'm being honest. I can't make it. 12 kids, I'm done. I think 12 is my limit, man.
12 is your limit? That's too many for me.
12 is cool if you old, I'm saying, because you got the other kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you financially secure, all you doing at that point is instilling values and shit. And like character traits and making people good people.
Yeah.
Teaching them empathy. That's easy to teach 20 kids.
Yeah. And it does get easier as you have more. Because they kind of just pass down as they see each other.
Should we go for it? 20?
Let's do it.
It's been said on the pod.
Just kidding. I take it back.
Nope. It's in the airways. The airways have it now.
How do you feel about 20?
Baby, that's why she's freaking out. Don't do that. Bring her here for a second. I'm going to get out of here, folks. Yo, I appreciate everybody for tuning into the Rondo Show podcast. I'll be back next week. I just wanted to check in with everybody. Hope everybody's doing good, man. This is how this family is doing over here. We just kicking it, chilling. I'm building a company, media production, art, content, music, stuff like that, man. I appreciate everyone for supporting me, supporting the Rondo Show podcast, supporting my family. I appreciate my family for supporting me. I appreciate you, babyface. I love y'all. Rondo Show podcast out.